Hey everyone. So we are going to be talking about building a man. And I guess I'm going to sit here and paint my nails because I really need to. But I ran across a piece of content like I usually do. And I was inspired to make this video because I think it's a great demonstration of why so many women in the level up community, in the hypergamous community, are against building men. Okay, so I'm going to show you the piece of content, and just a warning, just a quick warning that the piece of content is really vulgar, but that is a part of the demonstration of why you shouldn't be building a man, right? So let me open this for you. Okay, so here it is. You have a man on Twitter, and you see him, you see what he says, right? He says, "You can suck me and support my dreams all you want for centuries." He said for centuries. "If I meet the love of my life the next week, I'm out." He out. And it's really funny. The woman that posted it said she's basically saying men know their worth, right? And what I found is that a lot of women give way too much. They do way too much for the men that they date. You know, you have a man who hasn't even committed to you yet. Here you go, supporting him, helping him apply for jobs, cooking and cleaning for him, giving him all types of pleasure in the bedroom, and he hasn't committed to you, right? And a lot of times, women who build men. I mean, I name my cousins over and over and over and over again because I have two really successful cousins. Both are in their 50s. One is a multimillionaire. She's a multimillionaire entrepreneur, and the other is a partner of a Fortune 500 company, like one of the top corporate women in America, right? Cousins, great, brilliant women, brilliant. They both married men around their same age, maybe slightly younger than them, right? And when they hit their 40s, their husband started to look better than them, right? Their husband started to look better because these women were the providers of the relationship. They were the breadwinners. And the men just kind of sat there looking pretty. They didn't have as much stress because they weren't doing the main providing like the women were, like my cousins. And this is why I tell you, ladies, and this is why a lot of women tell you, ladies, to never build a man. Never build a man, but especially not a man that is your age. These men will leave you. And honestly, if you are taking care of a man, he doesn't want to be with you anyway. He don't really want you. A man that really wants a woman would never let that woman take care of him. A man that really wants a woman, not wanting a woman for shelter or a better life. I'm talking about they want a woman because they really adore that woman. If a man really adores a woman, he is not going to let that woman take care of him. And a lot of times they will leave. They will leave just like this. He says it right here. And this is what a lot of women do. A lot of women give their all to men who are not even committed to them, right? They give their all to men who could care less about them, who will leave them at the drop of a dime. This man is basically saying, if I meet the love of my life and you have done everything to build me up, you have done everything that I like, I will leave you because you're not the woman that I really want. And like I said, if a man really wants a woman, if a man really, really wants a woman, he's not going to sit there and let that woman provide for him. He's not going to expect that woman to sit there and cook and clean and pay bills and do most of the work. This is why you should never build a man, because they leave you. If you build him, he will leave. If y'all wonder what I'm doing, paint my nails. Anyway, if y'all haven't seen an example as clear as this one, this is the number one reason why you should not be building a man. Oh, here we go. We have a troll here. He says, y'all don't want to do nothing. Ooh, we don't want to do nothing. Is this why there are so many women out here supporting their men? We don't want to do nothing, but men don't even want to play their role. Do you know that men used to die in war? Now listen to this, y'all. We have a troll here. This is a low quality male, obviously, right? But do you know that men, historically, men used to go to war and risk their lives and die and do back-breaking work just to have access to women, just to have the opportunity, just to have the chance to have access to women, to marry a woman. Nowadays, they don't even have to risk their lives. They don't have to die to get access to women. All they are requested to do, all women want them to do is provide, and they can't even do that. This is a low quality male right here, obviously. But you talking about we don't want to do nothing. Y'all don't even want to play your role and be a real man. I'm telling you, men used to die. Men used to go to war. Men used to go to war and risk their lives to have access to women. Nowadays, all women are asking men to do is to provide, and they can't even do that. They can't even provide. Hi, so true. Some guys are narcissistic, selfish, use ladies, continue the cycle, but they will meet their match. Of course they will. I mean, this is why see, the guy right here that's posting, obviously he's single. Because if he had a woman, he wouldn't have time to be up in here posting in the video right now. If he had a woman, he wouldn't be here. He wouldn't have time to be here. He'd be here taking care of his woman and spending time with his woman, but he don't got one because he's a low quality male. And he says women used to work in factory jobs. After white women fought for the right to do that, black women were always in the fields working because they were forced to in America. The vast majority of women were not working factory jobs. I think you need to learn your history, but I wouldn't be surprised if you were illiterate. But anyway, but yeah, Rosalind Nichols. Yep. Rosalind Nicholas. I mean, but here's the thing, right? Women are waking up. There are movements now. You have the hypergamy movements. You have the level up movement. You have all these movements that women are pushing back, and they're realizing how much they're worth. They're realizing, you know what? If one guy doesn't want to pay my bills, guess what? Another guy will. And women are starting to value a comfortable life over some guy. Honestly, and if a guy really cared for a woman, he would want to improve her life. He would not want her to have a lower quality life. And that's the thing. Like yesterday, I made a video entitled Only Believe a Man's Actions, right? And I think that's the best advice any woman can take. Because men are creatures of action. Men are demonstrators, right? Women are usually the communicators. Women are usually the ones who want to communicate and express their feelings. Men aren't really like that. Men do. Men like action. Men like doing. So if a man is only talking about how he's going to do this for you, how he's going to do that for you, but his actions don't match his words, then he's lying and he's just trying to get free access to your body, right? So if a man is telling you he miss you, oh, I miss you, I want to be with you, I love you, the best response you can have for a man that says that to you is show me. Show me. Well, you know what? If men would rather pay their own bills, they can also keep themselves company, and they can also sexually satisfy themselves. Don't bother a woman for that. Don't ask for a woman's companionship. Don't ask for access to a woman's body. If you're not willing to improve that woman's life by providing for her, like men are supposed to do. If men are supposed to provide, if y'all don't want to provide, then leave women alone and make sure you go in a corner and sexually satisfy yourself. Do not harass a woman to do that. Make sure you go and have your own companionship. Don't bother a woman for that. If you can't improve a woman's life, then leave her alone. You go sexually satisfy yourself. You want a woman that's financially independent? Make sure you are sexually independent. Okay? Because women take on the lion's share of risk while they engage in heterosexual sex. They're the ones that get pregnant. They're the ones more susceptible to STDs. They're the ones that have to face social stigma around their sexual choices. It's not worth it. Why would a woman risk all of that? And women are one of the leading causes of death for women is domestic violence, is being killed by a lover, by a partner. Why would a woman risk her life having some man's child? Why would a woman risk her life having sex with a man who's not improving her life by at least providing for her? That makes no sense. It's dumb. And women are waking up and they're not doing that anymore. So Jerome, this is why you are on this chat right now, because obviously you don't have a woman. Because if you had a woman, you wouldn't have time to be on this chat trolling. Because you broke. You broke. Hey, Black October. I mean, I didn't mean to cut in like that, but it's just like, it don't make no sense. Women, no, this is the thing, right? Women, no, I'm being very serious. Now, this is like a very serious thing. Women take on the lion's share of risk to have sex with men. Women are the ones that get pregnant. Now, in America, Black women are 5 times more likely to die during pregnancy or from complications related to pregnancy than white women. In developing countries, you have women that are dying every single day from childbirth. This comes from what? This comes from having sex with men, right? On top of that, very few women actually have orgasms. And then there's a risk of getting STDs. Because of the inward nature of the female sexual organ, there is a higher chance for the woman to get an STD. Another risk, domestic violence, rape, and sexual assault. Male partners hurt women, harm women, assault women at much higher rates than the other way around. So women take all of this risk to have sex with men, and y'all don't even want to provide. And then you have someone here saying, I never harassed them. Guys should leave women alone. If you never, why are you on my channel then? If you never harass women and you leave women alone, why are you here? You're obviously lying. You on my channel harassing me. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say. Never build a man. This is a great example. You have a man right here telling a woman, you can do everything for me. But trust me, when I meet the woman that I really, really want, I'm out. So all that time you put into helping your man, building your man up, is going to go out the window. It's going to go out the window. This is why you should never, ever, ever build a man. If you build him, he will leave and he will. But basically, honestly, ladies, when you build a man, what you're doing is you're making that man a better candidate for the next woman. You help him, maintain better grooming habits. You help that man get his credit right. You help that man build his savings account because you paying half the bills and he's not providing for you while you taking a risk of being with him. You're taking on the risk of being with him and he can't even provide for you. So he's not really a man anyway. And he leaves you for another woman. So it's like, commenting is harassing. So you're lying. You are harassing a woman right now. If you want to leave women alone, like you said in this comment right here, you said guys should leave women alone. If you really were about the words that you're talking, then you wouldn't be on my channel. You would be on a man's channel. And guys should leave women alone. Okay, then go date other men. That's very homosexual. So now we know your orientation. But anyway, this guy likes men. He thinks men should couple off with other men. So that's interesting. But anyway, yeah, ladies, learn your lesson. Observe the men in the chat. They are obviously trolls, low value men, because if they had a woman, they wouldn't have time to be on here. And stay away from these type of men at all costs, because they will not provide for you, and you will take on a very large risk by having sex with them, because you could possibly have children by them and ruin your entire life because they will not make enough money to take care of you or your children. Okay? All right. So have a lovely day, and I'll see you lovely people later. Bye.